What was your first thought when she won Miss South Carolina? Similar to what I asked your parents. So, she gets called out as top 15. We're all going crazy. She gets called out in top 10. We keep going crazy. She gets called out in top 5, and then it comes down to the final two. Are you nervous, or do you feel confident that it's going to be her?
I was shaking and sweating, but I had a feeling that it was her. There's no doubt in my mind that it wasn't going to be her.
You guys ready? Our new Miss South Carolina is Miss Clemson.
I remember when she was growing up, she loved to watch Disney movies, which had the princess shows on Cinderella, the other ones there, and she would always try to imitate what they were doing on screen. And from then on, she just kept on trying to be that particular person, and she just stuck to it her whole childhood, doing those kind of things. I think that made her blossom into who she is today.
She's always had a little element of grace and poise in her, and I think that's kind of always been who she was from those Disney princesses. I think as a child she was also very determined. If she wanted to do something, she did it. As a child, not always a good choice, but she did it. I mean, she was just very strong-willed, but I think as a young adult it's paid off for her because she's a really strong work ethic and she gets the job done. That night at Miss South Carolina when it was the final two, I can remember thinking, wow, this is so surreal. It's like what you see on TV. That's my child up there.
And I remember when they called the top 15, and she was the last one. And I had a piece about me. I said, she's going to win this thing.
What do y'all love most about Morgan?
I love most is that she's kind and smart and she wants to make the world a better lifestyle. One thing I love about Morgan is she's pretty on the outside and the inside. Another thing I like about Morgan is she's kind to everyone no matter who they are. One reason that I like about Morgan is that she's kind, sweet, and generous, and that she cares about other people.
One of the qualities that makes her a great Miss South Carolina is just that she's so genuine. I mean, the moment that you start talking to her, you fall in love and you want to follow her journey as Miss South Carolina and hopefully as the next Miss America.
The one in particular that comes off the top of mind quickly, she's a thinker. She's an analyzer, sometimes an over-analyzer. But because of that, she considers everything, whether it's in wardrobe and what she will wear at Miss America, because a large part of being Miss South Carolina is competing at Miss America. But she thinks about everything. She thinks about her platform. She thinks about every person that she comes into contact with. And it doesn't matter if it's the CEO of a company or a small child in an elementary school. She considers their feelings and how she can make them feel important. And so I think she analyzes and considers more than most people her age. And I think that will make her a great Miss South Carolina and Miss America.
I remember the first thing she said to our class after she won was that she was determined and she wanted us to keep her accountable for her to highlight our entire class because she wanted to make sure that everybody knew that our whole class as a whole was just as amazing as the one representative that was going to wear the sash and crown, and she did it. Within the first couple weeks of her reign, she shared our platform, she shared what we do in our life, and it was just a really humbling moment for everyone because if there's anybody that could represent our entire class amazingly, it's Morgan Nichols.
We met at Starbucks. Pretty much I was instantly blown away with Morgan, which is most people's reaction to meeting her, and especially judges. There's just something about her that you kind of unforgettable when you leave her. You just think, wow, she was so impactful, but it's not in your face.
If I had to pick one word to describe her, it would have to be sincere. Because she truly is. She's sincere in everything she does. She's sincerely passionate about her platform, about the STEM program. She's sincere about trying to make a difference for the betterment of everything in this world. She sincerely cares about people. She sincerely wants to make a good impression and leave a good impression for these girls in this Palmetto Princess program. She's just very sincere. She is the real deal, and that's exactly what Miss America wants, is that to be. If they could have another point on that crown, I think sincerity should be in that.
To know Morgan is to love Morgan, and when she walks in the room, she is a breath of fresh air, and she has a presence and the way that she carries herself that it makes you take notice. And I think we can all agree that this is just a small chapter in Morgan's life path and journey, and I truly believe that one day she will change the world. I do, and I am just so thankful and blessed to feel that we get this small part of and a piece of her journey to witness and know her, and one day be the committee that is cheering her on and looking at her in admiration, saying, we used to know her.
Adele, I think one word you used is probably the word that I always go back to when people ask me to describe Morgan, and that's dynamic. I think a lot of us have talked about how she can go from the children's hospital to the boardroom, to the scientists, to her peers, to the interview room, and she just kind of moves very fluidly and is natural in all those situations. And I think that really speaks to her ability to be dynamic. You can kind of throw her in any situation. And if you break it down, that's really the most vital quality that a Miss South Carolina and a Miss America has to have, because every day is different, and every day you're going into these different situations, and you need to be impactful to all those groups. And I think Morgan's ability to be dynamic makes her so perfect for the job, specifically for the job of Miss America 2.0, which really Morgan was one of the first candidates, as we call them now, to embrace the 2.0 vision and how the job has changed. Because, you know, to me, I think one way to explain it is Miss America has gone from being the woman to being every woman. She should still be idyllic and an ideal for America in that she's exceptional in all ways, but she has to appeal to so many different types of people, because women in America have learned to basically be themselves and to be proud of themselves, doing a myriad of things, not just being one thing. So Morgan's ability to be relatable and be aspirational to all different kinds of women is not only makes her right for Miss America, but it makes her the choice, the type of person that Miss America needs.
You know what else I love about her social media too that she's done that I don't quite know that I've ever seen a Miss South Carolina do, is to highlight the other contestants that competed, because she believes so much in their value and their impact on the state of South Carolina as well. And I love that about her, because even though she and I haven't talked about that specifically, I could pretty much guarantee that was all Morgan. I mean, that was Morgan coming up with wanting to do that on her own and saying, these women are important and I want to highlight them. What they're doing is important.
I had not had the opportunity to meet Morgan like some of the other board members had, and so I just really did not know really a lot about Morgan prior to that weekend and the pageant weekend, but she came into the room and went through the interview, and while she was interviewing, I was like, wow, this person really has it.
That it factor.
And she got finished with her interview, and when she got finished, I have chills on my arms now just thinking about it, because the judges were just blown away. And one of the judges set her pencil down, her note-taking pencil, and said, I'm going to need a little bit of a break after this interview. And the other one said, another one of the judges said, I believe we had just witnessed your next Miss South Carolina and Miss America.
And I can just vouch from Mama Kim. I was in the same interview room assisting Mama Kim with the judges, and I literally had to check my mouth and make sure it was not on the floor after her interview because it was that amazing. It was chilling, and I did not understand what I just witnessed. It was that good.
We create these things for our organization. Well, we don't, Cody does, since he's the mastermind behind all of that. But one thing that we really stress is how we are a family and that we are a Clemson family. And what I love about Morgan so much is that she came into our family and quickly became a part of it. And she is just the type of person who would come to my house just to hang out, not even to talk about Miss South Carolina, but just to come and hang out. And I'll never forget one morning that she came over and we were just chatting about the competition, and Charlie, my husband, had gotten home from turkey hunting. And I said, honey, do you have your turkeys in the back of your truck? And he said, yeah. And I said, Morgan, have you ever seen a dead turkey up close before? And she said, no, I haven't. So I said, well, come on. So I took her out to the driveway with me, and she hopped up in the back of that truck and started petting those turkeys, even though they were dead as doornails, and just, started asking Charlie all of these questions about turkey hunting and things of that nature, and was just totally in his element. And I say that for a bigger story in that is how, she knows how to connect with people no matter what their interests are, or no matter who they are, whether it's a hunter or a business person or a CEO or a teacher or a student. No matter who that person is, she finds a way to connect with them and make that person feel like they are so special, and that she is truly interested in who they are, even though she's the one that is so amazing, and I just, that quality about her blows me away.
Right.
And I think it's one of the reasons why people just fall in love with her so quickly, because she makes them feel good about who they are.
She's so genuine,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a forced thing.
It's not a force.
She's super natural with everything, and it just comes naturally to her, and she doesn't even realize it. I think that's what's so special about her too, is she doesn't even realize what an impact she's making on other people when it's happening, but she does.
After Morgan won Miss Clemson, we had a meeting on Sunday morning where the board meets with her, and that's when I really truly knew Morgan was going to be the next Miss South Carolina and possibly the next Miss America. And then when I started following her more with the princesses involved, she was so hardworking and wanted to be a part of their lives and made an effort to make each one of those little girls feel special. And that's what was a wow factor for me with Morgan.
I think probably all of us knew on Sunday that she was obviously the right choice for Miss Clemson and would be a wonderful Miss South Carolina. But for me, I think finding out when she was taking the initiative and just had the drive to set up her own events, her own appearances, and was just really doing that on her own instead of being told what to do, is where sometimes that's kind of, you gotta lead some people and some people follow and some people are the leaders. So I think that just her having that drive and just the initiative to have events and things already scheduled before she was even Miss Clemson. She had a lot of things scheduled before she had even won that she was planning to do, whether or not she won the crown. And I think that's definitely something that other people can see in her, and other people know, if you know Morgan, she had those things set up and she was going to follow through with it. She was going to do it no matter what. And the fact that she won Miss Clemson was just a stepping stone for her. So I think that was when I knew that she had what it takes to, move forward.
And what stands out so much about Morgan to me is she lives it. It wasn't just a platform that she felt like she had to do to go compete at Miss South Carolina. It's something she does daily. And I feel like that was the big difference that made her stand out.
Like the Miss South Carolina.
Okay. So Morgan, we just want you to know how much we love you, how much we believe in you. You know, I think the running theme here is that we firmly believe that you're going to win that crown of Miss America, but even if you do not, you are all Miss America in our hearts, and you're going to change the world no matter what title or what crown you hold on your head. So we love you so much, and we just cannot wait to continue to watch you grow.
That's it.
Go Morgan.
This is your moment.
Should we play the Friends song? Oh.
I don't remember it.
Clemson choir.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. You're still in bed at 10 and work again at 8. You burned your breakfast so far, things are going great. Your mother warned you there'd be days like these, but she didn't tell you when the world is brought down to your knees. And I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. No one could ever know.
Her destiny awaits, and she is going to be Miss America.
And her queen mother will be right there.
Queen Mother.
Mother.
Queen Mother, yeah. She's earned that title.
Yes, she has.
She sure has.
I kind of like being Queen Mother. Okay.